Hello, Pete. Thank you for joining me. For those that have free time and not working, is the title of the video said "Goal Reach." A big thank you for everybody. A couple of quick housekeeping things before I continue. First up, I just finished um, my June market report. Hello, George and Louis. Um, it took me a couple hours, about 2 hours, to pull everything together. The video is going to be roughly about 40 minutes, the market report. It is downloading. Well, I compiled the video clips. I shoot, the gold section, every section of the video, like the gold, silver, copper, modern, are shot separately, and then I edit and compile them together. And then normally I don't upload the compiled version to YouTube right away. For those that do a lot of upload to YouTube, you may have the same issue that I have, especially if you're using Apple Mac. Okay, I am on an Apple Mac system, and I would say not 50-50, but maybe 1 out of 4. When I upload something, especially a big file, for some reason it failed. Like whether it's, I don't know the reason. I can spend an hour uploading, and then the iMovie, the software that come with an Apple Mac, would crash, froze up, or it would tell me that upload failed after like an hour. Sometimes ridiculous. But I find that it's easier to download the movie into the computer and then go to YouTube and upload the video that way. It take longer, more work, but I rarely, if ever, have a failure of uploading a video to YouTube from my hard drive instead of like from my editing software. So it's a extra work, but right now, let me check. Right now, it's just finished actually. So after this chat, I will upload the video to go live tomorrow. Okay, because my internet is not very good. If I use the broadband stream to do live feed like this and then upload at the same time, then everything will look even worse. I just getting a phone call here from Michael, one of my friend, but he's gonna have to wait because I am live. So Michael, if you are watching this later, this is the reason why I'm not picking up the phone. Good morning, John Valenzuela and Mr. Felix. Um, so um, so that's one housekeeping. The other housekeeping is I screwed up twice now in the past 2 weeks on shipping. Yeah, for somebody that sold so many books, okay, over the past decade plus, it is so annoying to me to make so many mistakes in the past 2 weeks. Twice. Well, 2 weeks ago, I shipped the wrong books to 2 people, so the book was crossed. Okay, and guess what? It happened again yesterday. Oh my God. Well, it didn't happen the same way yesterday, but I was wrapping up. Okay, here I was so happy that I finished my sales and I reached my goal. I was all giddy, and I just want to clear out my desk, okay, because I had desk full of books and stack of stuff and packing material and everything. And then yesterday I realized, oh, the post office is going to close today because the stock market is closed today. Usually the post office and the stock market tend to close on the same day. So I said to myself, hey, you know, let's pack up everything and ship out everything and just be done before the holidays, right? And through that haste of packing and shipping, I included one wrong book in one of the package. I, yeah, it's just it's so annoying to me. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. It's just so it's simple, right? I have my order. I know I can count the books and see, and yet somehow that happened. I know exactly what happened too. That's what bothers me is I usually recognize it later. I'm just like, see, that's what happened. For those that watch my video, yesterday I did that unboxing of the gift from Scott. That's what happened. The books was on my desk over here, right? And as I was unpacking things and moving things, I moved that one book to the wrong stack. And that was all it take for me to screw it up because I have everything separate out in different locations so I don't mix them up. But then once I was unpacking the hot sauce, I was all excited. I moved things around to accommodate the hot sauce and the packing and yeah. So I did contact the buyer, said that don't pay me, don't pay me. I mail your book by mistake to somebody else. Ooh, yeah. Oh, Luis Ramirez said they open today. Maybe they open here. Hmm. Maybe I just assumed incorrectly. I just knew that the stock market was closed. So I'm just like, oh, if the stock market is closed, I'm gonna ship. So maybe the post office is open today as well here. So regardless, I screwed up on the shipping and it annoyed the living F out of me. Oh, Jay, I make a lot of mistakes. Trust me, I'm far from perfect. Far from it. I make a lot of mistakes. If I don't make mistake, trust me, if I don't make mistakes as far as investing and trading stocks, I would be filthy, stinking rich. So rich I can buy comic books, high grade, golden age keys as if money grow on trees. So yes, I make a lot of mistakes trading stocks. Yeah, for those that trade stocks, it's like blackjack. If you win 51% of the time, you're doing good. Especially if you know how to limit your damage. You limit your bad trades and let your winners run. That's the trick. The trick is you're not going to win the 80% of your trade. Every traders will tell you they lose. They win more than they lose. But nobody wins all the time, not in trading stocks. Okay, so for those that follow my channel, last year was the beginning of me telling everybody that I have a 7-year plan to exit. Okay, 7 years to exit. And at the time, I have a little bit over 3,000. I don't do an exact count. I just know that I have, at least 3,000, between 3,000 and 3,300 ish. Okay. And so I had a plan that, in 7 years, I was 53 last year, 53 years old. And I want to leave the hobby by the time I'm 60. When I'm 60, I want to be done. I don't want to be selling. I don't want to be buying. I definitely will not be on YouTube talking about comic books. Okay. That was the plan. That is the plan. So give or take what I have a goal that I have to sell like 500 or so books per year to get there, even early. Okay, if I sell 400 a year, I would get there. But last year I sold 500. This year so far I sold 500. So well, more than 500. I don't keep exact count, but just for round things up, over the past 2 years, I sold 1,000+ books. So the goal has reached. I have reached my goal that I set out last year. It is satisfying. I was able to empty out one full cabinet. For those that watch my man cave makeover 3 years ago, I think I had three metal cabinets, filing cabinets that open as like a drawer, and each there's two level. Okay, each level can hold like 500 books, and I was able to empty one full cabinet after the past 2 years. Yeah, super happy with that. Okay, it's a lot of work, trust me. um, if you follow my channel, you saw a lot of sales videos over the past 2 years. Oh my, and I sold quite a lot privately too. Not everything is sold via YouTube. Okay, there's a lot of people that email me, and then if I have the right book, I will pull out the books and we do a deal separately. So there's a lot of books, a lot of work. Certainly, there's a lot of people on eBay that's do a lot more selling. So I'm just saying that for me, it's a lot of work, a lot of uh, a lot of work that I don't care to do. This is why I slowed down my buying last year and basically halted buying this year for the most part. I bought, I think, a dozen books this year so far in the first 6 months. So it's not like I bought a whole lot of anything anymore. Okay, because it's a hassle to sell, and I have always stressed that to many people that if you are if you're buying a lot, keep in mind that selling is a lot more work than buying. Okay, buying is easy. If you have money, buying is super easy. It is super easy when you're buying, when you have money. It's super hard when you sell, regardless if you have money. Okay, it's work. It's work to, whether it's selling on YouTube, making videos, grade the books, price the books. It's work no matter what. Okay, I don't care how you do it. You can do auctions, you can do videos like mine, regardless of how what approach you want to do with selling the books. It is work. So the goal has been reached. Um, thank you everybody for buying. I hope you're happy with your purchase. Um, it does not mean that I'm done selling for the rest of the year. Okay, the video that I just loaded this morning, the CGC slab for sales, that will likely be maybe the last comic slabs or raw book sales for at least the summer. Okay, I want to take a break. I do. um Hello BTC Moon Guy. I definitely want to take a little break in July for sure. Maybe even August, I don't know, but for now I don't foresee selling in July, perhaps even August. Okay, so I want to just take my time to just relax, enjoy the summer, and not have to deal with selling, packing, shipping, collecting money, all that stuff. Little break for myself. On top of that, I actually had to do some work with my business. Yeah, that's the other thing that hastened my shipping yesterday and the screwed up was, I got actually a fairly big projects that came in with my company, and my staff need me to step in. In fact, I spent a couple hours so far yesterday helping them out. So I'm gonna be helping them out the next um, potentially the next 4 to 5 weeks. When I joke about, oh, I work about 5 hours a week, That's more like an average. Okay, I can go a whole month doing absolutely nothing. Okay, and then I can go the next month doing 40 hours in 1 week, and then do nothing again for the next 3 months. So it's an average. Okay, it's an average of my time. So I didn't do a heck of a lot the last 3 months, almost nothing. And then the next 3 weeks, I might have to put in 60 hours of my time to help them out with two major big projects. So that might be the bulk of what I do for the rest of the year with the business. So which is fine, but yeah. So I need to get my head straight. Okay, it's just like I said, when you know when I don't work a lot, it takes some getting used to deal with that kind of thinking. Hello, Lee Rogers. Thank you. Mike say it's good to take it easy sometimes. You paid your dues. Indeed, I did. I paid my dues, and you know I talked about this before. I wish many of my big buyers are local. There's a lot of people. There's probably 3 or 4 people that I would call big repeated buyers. Felix is one of them. Michael, he's not on YouTube. He's another one. I wish those people are local so that they can just stop by, open up my drawers, and just go crazy, and then save me the hassle of having to make videos. They if they want to go through my drawers and pick out 100 books, and we can just spend half an hour pricing everything, and boom, it's out of here. Yeah, I do that. It's not like I need contents for my channel. Trust me, I want to get rid of this stuff as fast as I humanly can without going crazy. And I'm almost went crazy this past couple of weeks with everything, shipping. Selling 50 to 60 books a week is not easy. So kudos to all the people that sell hundreds of books on eBay. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you can deal with running an auction every Sunday and having 50 to 60 listings. And whew, I don't even enjoy buy it now with my videos. And forget about running auctions and trying to collect from stranger on eBay every week. Oof, holy hell. So yeah, definitely taking July off, um, and perhaps even August off, and then in the fall maybe return with maybe 1 or 2 sales for the rest of the year, just so that um, speed up the process. Anything I can do to speed up the leaving the hobby sooner, I will do it if time permits. I don't know what my schedule look like. I don't know how the economy is gonna be. I don't know what the world is gonna be. I don't know if anybody's gonna be buying anything in the fall. But here's a good news for potential buyers out there: is most likely you're gonna see as I trim down my collection. Okay, keep this in mind, people. Keep this in mind. If you are planning to sell like me, if you're planning to sell 10 years from now, sell, keep your good stuff later. Okay? Don't go out there and blow out all your good stuff early, and then all you have left are not so good. I'm not saying garbage, but you know, the good stuff is yet to come, right? And so what's going to happen is, you know, as I go through this process of culling the collection, more likely next year or later, or next year. This year I still have a bunch of lots for sales. Okay, it's easier for me to sell lots of not so expensive books. But then once we get to the bigger stuff next year, okay, bigger stuff next year, most likely you're gonna see sales, but not like 50 books in one videos, because there's gonna be like 10 lots or 8 lots. Most likely, what you're gonna see is videos that may have just 10 books, but there might be 10 Silver Age Avengers, or 10 a mix of Avengers and Doctor Strange, or Strange Tales, or Thor, or Journey to Mystery. Or there's gonna be a lot of individual sales of books that might be $20 to $50. Kind of things where, so that's one reason why I try so hard the last 2 years to push out the lots, push out the bundles, so that I know that the more I can get done the first 2 or 3 years, then next year, if I was to sell more single books instead of lots, then I might not be able to sell 500 books. Okay, it's easier to sell lots. So what might happen is, instead of like selling 50 books a week, because I have 8 different lots, I might be selling 10 books a week or 15 books a week, single books, and then next thing you know, I can sell maybe 40 books ish a month, and then it's gonna be the whole year. It's gonna be like the entire year to sell the 400 to 500 books. They're gonna be more expensive, uh, because it's going to be individual Silver Age, or even high grade bronze. Was you see. But that has been my strategy from day one, is trying to get the cheaper stuff in bundles out first. Okay, get them out. Even Silver Age, not just bronze or copper or modern. You saw there's plenty of low grade or low price Silver Age stuff that I push out. So I'm almost done with that. There's still there probably, I would say, maybe 100 books left that can easily and should be bundled together. Things that are not worth a lot of money. At least 100 to 150. Okay, of those kind of books. So those will be the one that's gonna be pushed out later this year and next year. Okay, so that's gonna be the next 100 to 150 books is gonna be still mainly bundles, lots, and then after that, you likely to see more individual sales sometime next year. Once the bundles are gone, it's gonna be a lot of individual books, because even you know even low grade Silver Age Spider-Man, or, well, I won't be selling any Silver Age Spider-Man next year. That's not gonna happen. That will be the year after. But next year, um, I have a ton. I have a ton of X-Men. A ton. I have a ton of X-Men. Okay, a ton. Um, Silver Age. Most of them I have duplicates. Okay. So you probably will see a trickle of that next year. Some Thor, some Strange Tales, some Avengers. You're gonna start seeing a whole lot, and then the other bunch of books that will also see the market next year will be Neil Adams, DC. There's gonna be a whole lot of Neil Adams DC. Sure, I kept a lot of Batman and Detective, but I'm not gonna keep a whole lot of actions, Superman, Superboy, Justice League, um, those kind of titles. Okay, I mean, I bought a ton of Neil Adams stuff over the past 20, 30 years, but I'm not gonna have a lot of them in my keepers pile. I kept a bunch of Brave and the Bold, Detective, Batman. Absolutely, very few Superman, very few Superboy. I'm not gonna keep any Justice League. That's for sure. So that's in plan for next year. A lot of Neil Adams, DC, high grade. Okay, high grade, good stuff, and that likely will be single issues as well. It's gonna be hard to bundle high grade Bronx New Adams because it might cost maybe $25 a book. So a bundle of that could cost too much money for people. So it might be better to sell them individually. Oh, Rag 718 here. Hello. Warrior Nun on Netflix. I'm still watching it, okay, but I'm disappointed. It's not as good as I was hoping. Okay, that's my. I have seen half the season so far. I started watching it yesterday, and so far it's okay. Okay, I will give it an okay. I think um, there's a lot of things that I have problems with the series, but I'll probably save that for the review. I mean, I like it. Here's the thing. I like it enough to not turn off the series after the first episodes. But if you've seen the first episode, I can say this without spoiling it, right? You will agree with me that the action is kind of meh. Um, you know, I don't like. To me, it seemed like okay. They put the series look good, like expensive, but then I feel like they are trying to save money. Okay, the action sequence in episode one was so weak. Okay, you can't have, oh, the bad guys are coming. The bad guys are coming. They blew up the door. They blew up the door. And what do you see? You see one bad guy. Okay, and then you see the end, and then they cut to the end of the battle where this it's almost like Game of Thrones where they have like, oh, the big battle is coming, both sides, the armies are coming together, and then they cut to the scene of people laying there dead and the battle is over. I felt that's what we got with episode one. If you want to hit people with episode one to want to see this, you can't have that. You can't have like a big action sequence and then all you get is the aftermath, basically. So I was somewhat annoyed with that kind of approach. I'm just like, why did you do that? Ridiculous. Absolutely. I'm like, if you're gonna try to grab the audience, at least having more than one gunman come barging in. I mean, somebody blew up that door, and then one dude. Holy cow! Holy cow! I mean, if one dude chased all those nuns into the, I'm like, oh, I mean that whole, oof, yeah, yeah. It took me a little bit to get over that initial action sequence because I'm just like, somebody need to get a smack down there. It's because money saved, Pennywise there was dollar foolish. It's stupid. It hurt the series because it turned off. I'm sure it turned off some viewers because it's like, what is this? You can't even do an action sequence. Yep, Rag agree. So I'm sure I'm not alone because that was my first impression watching the first episode. I'm just like, ah, weak sauce, weak sauce. Rag asked about the Spike Lee movie. I did a review for that. I thought it was okay. thought it was okay. The action sequence was also weak. Okay, I mean Spike Lee is not the king of action sequence, so that whole helicopter sequence where they found the airplane and they land and they shoot, that's not good. Okay, I do like the actors. I do like the interrelationship between all the actors. I like that part. I have seen quite a few reviews, and I'm shaking my head with so many people calling that it's the best Spike Lee movie ever. No, it's not. Stop pandering. Okay, stop pandering to the cause or whatever it is. It's not the best. I like Spike Lee. There's a lot more that I can name half a dozen movies that would be better, way better. It would be an insult to many of his other movies to call this his best. Nonsense. Stop pandering. It's okay. Okay. I mean, I did my review for that movie and I gave it maybe a 6. I don't remember what grade, if I gave it a grade in my review, but it's slightly above a 5, which is average, right? It's slightly above average, but I gave it like a 6. I thought the acting was okay. I thought the interrelationship was okay. I thought the time that they used for that movie was kind of weak. It's um, I wish Spike Lee did that movie when it was like in the early '90s. Okay, when Vietnam and the U.S. just start to have good relationship and people start to travel back, because the whole premise was kind of silly, to be honest. I mean, if you if you knew, okay, for all those that have seen this movie, and I'm not spoiling anything, if you knew that there are hundreds of millions of gold in the jungle, would you wait until 2019 to go find it? Especially when you can go back to Vietnam 20 for the past 20 plus years? To me, it would have been much more effective, much more impactful for the movie to take place in the 90s, so that these vets return to Vietnam would face a much more conflictive encounters with the local. Okay, I mean, if you watch YouTube and you see all the videos of how Vietnam is today, you would cringe at some of the scenes in the movie because they are not even realistic. It's just like, no, that's not how people behave in 2019. Maybe in in 1992, maybe, but yeah. So that's some of the minor issue I had with the movie, is that the premise has some issues for me. Okay, I don't buy. They kind of like skim over like why it took them so long to decide to go back and get the goal after knowing that, after they know the goal had been there since the '60s, and they could have go back to Vietnam 20 years earlier, but they waited until today when everyone is old. uh, Anyhow, I want to leave very soon. I didn't plan to keep this video this long. The Witch Part 1, The Subversion. That just came out last week, right? I haven't seen it yet. The Witch Part 1, The Subversion. I have not seen it. Ah, I need to go see it. Hey, if you said it's the best movie of 2020, I need to see it myself. I think I saw it on. I think I saw the little thumbnail on Netflix. Um, all right, I will go watch it, and hopefully I'm crossing my fingers. If it's good, you see a review. For those that curious to see why what things I do a review and what things I don't. I don't do a review on bad things. You know why? I don't finish them. If a series on Netflix is not interesting enough for me to watch all the episodes, I am not going to do a review and say it sucks. Okay. I might do a review, say I watched episode 1, 2, and 3 and I stop. It was not interesting enough for me to continue. That might be the extent of me reviewing a not so good series, like Snowpiercer. Okay, I watched the first 4 episodes and it's just like, I'm good, I'm done. Okay. All right. And that's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Have yourself a good day. Enjoy your day off for those that have the day off, right? At least I have a day off because the stock market is closed today, so I'm not doing any kind of trading or watching CNBC or follow the tickers and the action and blah blah blah. Have a good day. Thank you to all the buyers. Hopefully, we will resume selling and buying in August sometime. Bye.